After days of anti-austerity protests and the resignation of the Prime Minister, Jordan's King Abdullah has spoken out on the unrest and what it means for the region.
Today's blame cannot be just on the kingdom or its citizens. Our political position in the region played a big role. There are many who do not like the Jordanian role in the region, so this is part of the challenges that we are now facing today. But we have confidence in the world, and there is a hope that countries will help us. In order to move forward, we must rely on ourselves, and we need to better explain to our citizens these real challenges ahead of us so they can see everything clearly.
For most of these protesters, it's not about politics or ideology.
Enough alienation. We need not to travel looking for a job to feed our families. We need not to get our education overseas. This is our country, and it is the right time to feel stable here.
The protests in the capital, Amman, have been directed towards the government's plans for tax hikes and austerity measures. Many of those who've come out are young. While the atmosphere at this peaceful protest appeared almost festive at times, the frustration is clear. Asma is an actress. She says anyone ignoring corruption in society means they are part of the problem.
We are here to save this country so that we don't drown.
Many Jordanians say the message this crowd is sending must be heard.
The policy that are leading the country to more debt and imposing more taxes will take the country to unknown path. We decided to go to the streets, people and youth, to put an end to these policies.
On Tuesday, King Abdullah appointed Education Minister Omar al-Razzaz to be the new Prime Minister and form a government. A former World Bank official, al-Razzaz is considered a leading reformer, and his appointment comes after his predecessor, Hani al-Mulki, quit amid the growing anger. The protests began after al-Mulki announced his plans to raise income taxes by as much as 5%, taxes aimed at shrinking Jordan's $37 billion debt. The aid-dependent economy has been struggling with the dramatic cut in donations by the UAE, the US, and Saudi Arabia. Protesters say they want to make it clear to the government that simply replacing the Prime Minister will not go far enough. Mohammed, Jamjoom, Al Jazeera.